Losing a loved one is one of the most difficult experiences we can face in life. As you are trying to process your grief and honor their memory, you are suddenly handed an overwhelming burden. You must navigate the complex and often frustrating legal process known as probate. It is completely normal to feel confused and unsure of where to turn. One of the very first and most stressful questions that comes to mind is often, how much does a probate lawyer actually cost? In this video, we will break down the costs, explain the fee structures, and help you find affordable legal help during this difficult time. This video provides general information only and does not constitute legal advice. You should consult with a qualified probate attorney in your jurisdiction for advice specific to your situation.
So, what exactly is probate? In short, it is the legal process of wrapping up a person's affairs after they pass away. Think of it as a roadmap. First, the court validates the deceased person's will. Next, the executor takes an inventory of all the assets. Then, any outstanding debts and final bills are paid. Finally, the remaining assets are legally transferred to the rightful beneficiaries. When things go smoothly, it is a relatively standard administrative process.
But the reality is, not every estate is simple, which is exactly why you might need a probate lawyer. Take complex estates, for example. If the deceased owned a business or had extensive investments, the sheer volume of complex financial paperwork can quickly overwhelm anyone. Then there's the emotional side. If family members disagree, or if someone formally contests the will, you will need an attorney to navigate the tense conflict and legally defend the estate.
Another challenging scenario is intestacy, which means the person passed away without a will. Without a clear plan, state laws dictate who inherits, often creating delays and confusion that require a lawyer to untangle. You also must handle creditor claims. When overdue bills pile up, a probate attorney helps determine which debts are legally valid and ensures they are paid in the proper order, protecting the executor from being held personally liable. Furthermore, you might encounter complex tax issues. Navigating estate taxes, inheritance taxes, or final income tax returns demands specialized financial and legal expertise to avoid costly penalties. Or what if you are an out-of-state executor? Dealing with an unfamiliar local court system from hundreds of miles away is incredibly stressful, making local legal representation absolutely essential. No matter your situation, your first step is knowing where to start. Find your local probate court today at funeralus.com/directory. When estimating probate costs, there is no single answer. Several key factors influence the final bill, starting with location. Legal fees vary dramatically based on geography. Hiring an attorney in a bustling metropolitan area will typically cost significantly more than finding representation in a smaller rural town. The second major factor is the complexity of the estate. A simple, single-page will with straightforward assets means a quicker, less expensive process. But if the estate includes complex business interests, multiple properties, or family disputes, expect legal costs to rise sharply. An attorney's experience level also dictates their pricing. A seasoned lawyer with 25 years of experience commands a higher rate than a newer attorney. However, their expertise can often resolve complex legal hurdles much faster. Finally, total costs are heavily shaped by the specific billing method used. Whether an attorney charges by the hour, a flat fee, a percentage, or on contingency makes a massive difference. Let us break down these fee structures next. When hiring a probate lawyer, understanding how they charge is crucial to avoiding surprise costs. The most common arrangement you'll encounter is the hourly fee. Here, the lawyer bills you for every hour they or their staff spend working on the estate. This includes phone calls, drafting documents, and court appearances. While hourly rates vary by location and experience, let us look at a typical scenario. If a lawyer charges $300 an hour and spends 20 hours on your case, your total bill would be $6,000. For more straightforward cases, attorneys often offer a flat fee arrangement. This is a single, fixed price for handling the entire probate process from start to finish. Flat fees provide peace of mind because you know exactly what the cost will be upfront, regardless of hours worked. This is often used for simple estates with clear instructions and no expected disputes. In some states, lawyers charge a percentage of the gross value of the estate. This means the fee is based on the total value of the assets going through probate before debts are paid. California is a famous example, using a statutory fee structure. For instance, the lawyer might receive 4% of the first $100,000, 3% of the next $100,000, 2% of the next $800,000, and so on. As the estate grows, the percentage decreases, but the overall fee can be quite substantial. Finally, there are contingency fees, though these are quite rare in standard probate proceedings. They are typically reserved for specialized, high-stakes situations, like a contested will or a severe dispute over estate mismanagement. Under a contingency agreement, the lawyer receives a percentage of the money they actually recover for you, usually between 33% and 50%. If they do not win the case, they do not get paid at all. This arrangement is purely about sharing the risk and the ultimate reward of litigation. Beyond attorney fees, probating an estate involves other out-of-pocket expenses that quickly add up. First, court filing fees. Every time you file a document, the court charges a fee. Then there are executor fees. The person managing the estate is entitled to compensation, often a percentage of the estate's value. You will also need to account for appraisal fees. Professionals must be hired to determine the fair market value of real estate or antiques. Don't forget bonding fees. Courts often require a surety bond to protect the estate from mismanagement. There are also publication costs, as the law requires publishing notices in local newspapers to alert creditors. Finally, expect miscellaneous expenses like certified mail, accounting fees, and office supplies. Budgeting for these is essential to protect the final inheritance. Probate can quickly become expensive, but you can manage costs effectively with the right strategies. First, don't settle for the first attorney you meet. Take the time to get multiple quotes and compare their services to find the best fit. Once chosen, it is crucial to thoroughly understand the fee agreement. Review the clauses carefully and ask questions before signing the contract. Once you hire an attorney, communicate effectively. Having clear and focused conversations prevents unnecessary billed hours from piling up. You can also save a significant amount of money by handling simple tasks yourself. Meticulously gathering, organizing, and labeling financial documents and death certificates reduces the expensive time your lawyer spends on basic paperwork. If disputes arise among beneficiaries, strongly consider mediation. Hiring a professional mediator to facilitate a discussion is often much cheaper and faster than a lengthy courtroom battle. Furthermore, you should explore alternatives to probate for future planning. Setting up a living trust or utilizing joint ownership can help your estate bypass the expensive probate process entirely. To find affordable help, several avenues are available. Look into local legal aid societies or search for attorneys offering pro bono work. You might also consider online legal services or limited scope representation, where you pay a lawyer only for specific advice. Use Bar Association referral websites to find vetted options. Finally, for a comprehensive list of trusted professionals, be sure to visit funeralusa.com/directory. While it might be tempting to handle probate on your own to save money, the value of experienced legal counsel cannot be overstated. A skilled probate lawyer helps you navigate complex legal hurdles, ensuring everything is filed correctly and on time. Most importantly, having expert guidance prevents costly mistakes that could delay the distribution of assets or lead to family disputes. Ultimately, the right attorney provides you with peace of mind during a difficult transition. Thank you so much for watching our guide on understanding probate lawyer costs. We hope this video has helped demystify the fees involved and given you actionable steps to find affordable legal help during a difficult time. A quick recap of what we covered: understanding probate costs, fee structures explained, and finding affordable help. If you found this information helpful, please hit the like button, leave a comment with any questions, and subscribe to our channel for more guides. For additional resources and to find local probate courts in your area, visit funeralusa.com. We are here to support you every step of the way. Take care.